and my daughter's gone through, and just be there for them.
I'm going to grab some stuff. I'm here with DeBella. Why did you get in front of the camera?
I was going to be 50, and I just thought I wanted to do something different with my life, and my husband kind of pushed me into it a little bit, and then the director said that why not? He says that I did a lot behind the camera with the girls and supporting the girls, taking them to shows and everything, and he could see that I was enthusiastic on that end of it. So a director said, why don't you go for it and try it? So I did, and I did enjoy it for a while, but it got a little crazy, you know, for someone my age to be doing DPs and anal and all that. It was kind of crazy. And so I'm kind of just getting behind the camera. In front of the camera I still do girl stuff, solo and photo shoots and stuff like that. But when I did a photo shoot for 3 magazines, I decided if I could do the photo shoots, I could be in front of the camera more and doing film, so I decided to do that.
What do you love and hate about being a porn star?
What I love is the recognition. Of course, it's always nice, the positive side of the industry, where women are treated pretty well, but there's the other side too, like in any industry, that women are taken advantage of too, and they're pushed to their limits, which I felt like I was pushed to my limits. I tried to do what a 19-year-old did, and I did it. I got hurt, and I paid for that, with a lot of medical expenses. But now I'm on the right track now. I think I'm in a comfort zone with a relationship now, and I'm enjoying being in the behind the camera.
Are you going to ever do sex in front of the camera again?
Just girl probably. I still be doing that in solos.
How high were the medical expenses?
I had insurance, thank God, but I have about $8,000 of insurance income. That was back in December.
So were you able to say no? Did you find yourself getting pushed?
I found myself getting pushed. That it was hard to say no, to keep up in the industry, because once you say no, then it gets around a small group of people, actually. And then once you say no, then another company says, well, she said no to this or that, so don't call her, and then you don't get hired anymore, basically. And so I found myself doing more and more things that I would never do in my private life that I did behind the camera, or in front of the camera, and I'm not very proud of it. I have a film out by Red Light right now called DeBella's Young Fellas, and that was a very rough and degrading film. It's like I was being raped. It's the type of film it is.
Could you tell me more about the film?
Well, there's like 4 guys that pick me up in an alley and pretty much beat the crap out of me. And one time I'm choking, and he really is choking me. And my eyes roll back in the back of my head, but I thought, I got to do this. I mean, because I felt like they expected me to be my best because I worked for them, and so I tried to do my very best for them, and then afterwards I was ashamed of what I did. I'm not very proud of that movie, but it'll probably sell well.
Yeah. Who was the director of that?
Juan Cuba.
Who?
Juan Cuba.
Who is he?
He's a director for Red Light Platinum X.
How prepared were you for what was going to happen?
I put myself as DeBella, not myself. So I kind of mentally prepare myself, that morning of the shoot, and put myself in a different zone, and forget about who I really am and play the part of DeBella. And you have to do that. And at first, when I first started, I took a lot of prescription drugs to get through things. And I did have a prescription drug problem. And I'm over that now. It's taken me about 6 weeks. But I feel better now than I have in a long time.
Which prescription drugs?
Vicodin, muscle relaxers, things like that. Cocaine.
How common is that use in the industry?
It's used a lot in the industry. A lot.
Like for a DP or anal?
Yeah. Right. DPs and anals. DPs aren't as bad as anal. Anal itself, by itself, is because they don't do it like you would do it in real life, in your personal life. They do it hard and fast and rough, and where it's not pleasurable. It hurts more than having pleasure. And a lot of girls, they probably wouldn't say this on camera because of their career, but I'm just telling the truth in the way it is. The guys that pound you to death, that's not sex. It's not fun. It's just a man thing. They say that people out there want to see the rougher it is, the better film it is. I don't believe that anymore. I have a website now, clubdebella.com, and I go on MySpace. I have a MySpace account. People don't really want to see that. It's just a few companies push too far. I'd like to do some more type of what do you call them? I lost my train of thought. A bunch of girls going by.
Type of movies.
I'd like to do some feature films. I have not done any with dialogue. I've talked to a company about doing some feature films with dialogue. With dialogue in them, and I'd like to do that because I do have some, I believe, some talent on dialogue. I enjoy it, and I like the acting part of it.
How did it become important to you to keep doing scenes and have a career as a porn performer? What happened? I mean, at first it sounded like it was just a lot doing it.
It was. I thought I'd do a couple of films and that'd probably be the end of it. But when I got into it, because I was 49 going on 50, the MILF craze was in at that time, and it's still in. It's just like, the 19-year-olds were in for quite a while, for a few years, and now it's gone back to the MILFs, and it's just a genre that they kind of like the clothing line. There's like the 70s is coming back again. So it's just depends on the genre that people like to see at the time. And the MILFs right now are really hot, and that's what people want to see. They always put me with younger guys, which it's okay, but I prefer the mature guy over the younger 19, 20-year-olds. They always put you with those type of guys, which is okay if people want to see that type of thing. I don't have a problem with it, but in my real life I prefer older men.
How did it go from being a lark to being a career?
My husband pushed me into it basically for the money. At first I thought it was just for the fun of it, and I didn't enjoy it, the sex part of it, but it really wasn't that at all. It was just that I felt like he pushed me into doing more and more because of his sexual tendencies, that he liked to see it on film more than myself, because I don't even watch my films.
He got sexually excited by seeing you degrade?
Yeah, I think so. And I think he liked me doing a lot of interracial films, but I'd never been with a black guy before in my life until I got into the 6 months into filming, and he liked it more, so he pushed me more and more into it. Like I said, I was on prescription medication. I did what he wanted me to do. I felt like I was a prisoner within myself. I don't know how to explain it, but now that I'm free from that, I feel so much better and so much more alive, and more like my old self that I know I am. And when Michael, my friend, has made me look at a few of my films that I've done, I look strung out. And I didn't know I was, but I was strung out on prescription medication, so I thought, well, they're prescribed to me, I'm not a drug person. But I also mixed them with a lot of alcohol. I drank a lot. And I was down to about 118 pounds, and I looked horrible. And he made me look at this one film because my daughter said I looked like a crack whore. And I thought, where's she getting that? I've never done crack in my life. Well, after I watched this one film, I could see where she would get that impression. I did. I looked higher than a kite. It was a movie that I did for Mark Anthony. It was for Evasive Angles. And the behind the scenes, I looked horrible. I didn't realize how bad I looked.
Have you quit drinking, or just?
I still drink, but not like I used to. I mean, I go out once or twice a week and have a drink or two, and that's it. But I was drinking on a regular basis at home, when I'd get off of work, just to forget things that I had done in the past. and that I'm not proud of. But I have to look at those things that I've done in the past and go on forward and make a better life for myself. And that's what I plan to do. I'm starting a